It's Charmaine and I'm back, and in this video I'll be addressing an email, but first let me just address, sorry about my appearance. I know I'm sweaty and greasy and I don't have on any makeup. That's not very much like me on this channel, but I just came from the gym and I know I'm not going to have any other time to film, so I'm going to film this right now. And I took my hair down for a minute because I'm sure that some people were going to ask how did I get my hair up, and this is pretty much what I did. I just like I just kind of like just rolled it up like that, and then you see what I have here is pantyhose with the legs cut off, and these in particular are like the control top ones. So these are the ones that kind of like smooth you out and like, you know, suck your stomach in a little bit, and I use those because they're more firm. So that's a quick tip for when you want to use an infinity head wrap to get your hair up but you feel like you can't really get a good shape. You can use one of these, and I'm sure there's, you know, there's better ways to go about doing it, but I like to be resourceful. So I'm just gonna put this on and like stuff it in there, and then I'm gonna like mold it so it's not like too lumpy. Okay, I don't know if I said this already. I went to the gym, that's why it looks so greasy. Okay, I think I did say that, and I'm just being self-conscious. I felt the need to mention that again. But again, I need the air conditioning on, but it's gonna be too loud for the video, so I'm gonna get this video moving. Alright, so I put that on and the shape is fine, and I'm gonna use this infinity head wrap. This is Don't Ever Wonder, available on my shop. And by the way, I noticed a lot of you guys were interested in like getting a cheetah print or a leopard print infinity head wrap. That is on the way. I found the pattern and I'm happy to say that it's on the way. And I love cheetah print, so I will be rocking that a lot too. I felt that coming slipping. Alright, this will do. This will do. Okay. I thought this one kind of went with my top, although I could have worn my Survivor one. My Survivor one is army fatigue camouflage, but it's okay. We're mixing patterns today. Okay, so I'm gonna read this email, and I asked for permission to read it first, so I'm not just you know, putting this woman's business out there. And she told me that she wanted my name, I mean she wanted her name mentioned because everyone has a story to tell. That's how she put it. So okay, here we go. Hello, my name is Noelle. I purchased your book back when I was in school for natural hair and should have read it then. I went through a lot within the last 5 years, with the death of my father, to losing children, to not getting my hair license, to losing a relationship, and now trying to start over. Something just said, pick up this book and start reading it. I started yesterday, fell asleep, and decided after I had a bad migraine that had me in bed all day until night fell, I picked it back up and opened it, and I can't stop reading it. This book is a wonderful story for Black women that for Black women. I am a 33-year-old mother of a 13-year-old son, and we both just last year cut our locks. I cut mine after a bad relationship and felt like I was having a meltdown, and I so want them back. I still have them, and I would like to know if you think I should reconnect them or start over again. Okay, so I gave her a brief response, and before I get into that, I'm gonna actually skip over that and tell you what she wrote back to me after I responded. She said, she said, I honestly thought I wasn't going to get a response. I'm so excited. Yes, of course you can read this email in a video. Yes, you can include my name. Everyone has a story to tell. This is the fastest I've completed a book in less than almost 24 hours. I picked it up, didn't close the last page until about 3 a.m. this morning. All of the information was knowledgeable for someone who doesn't know anything about their locks. I must say, you have given me so much motivation. I even copied the I am page as my screensaver, wrote it on my mirror so I can say it to myself every day. I'm learning to have self-love. This book had me in tears as well as in laughter. Thank you for just being a wonderful person and sharing these writings with the world. I miss my hair so much after I cut it last year, July 25th. When life hits you, sometimes you think cutting your hair is going to help. Then you look back like, what the hell was I thinking to do such a foolish thing? Some people were like, girl, you put so much work into your hair, why did you cut it? A lot of the times I would just be silent because people can be so judgmental and not understand your story. I can go on, but I'll keep it short. Again, thank you and your friends for this book. I woke up this morning with a total different mindset on myself, and I am definitely learning to see myself how God sees me. So first I'm gonna say that email made me feel so good, so good. You know, I wrote that book when I was 25. I put it out on my 26th birthday, and now I'm 28, and in the beginning of the book, like, you can read it and see that I say, you know, I'm writing this book. I don't want to sound preachy, but I'm writing this book so that I can refer back to it in times where I need to, because the book is about my journey, and not just my lock journey and not just my hair journey, but like a lot of life lessons from my own personal life. And my intention was to, whenever I'm going through something, to go back to the book and like remind myself of what I've gone through, and so I know I can, you know, get through whatever. But for some reason, every time I try to pick my book back up, I feel like, I don't know how to put it, like I feel like re-traumatized. Not as though writing the book was traumatizing, because it wasn't. It was cathartic more than anything else. But at the same time, it feels overwhelming. I'll put it like that. If just like I don't like watching my YouTube videos over, I guess it's like the same thing. I don't want to read my writing over, but I might just have to suck it up and read it again, because I feel like I can reuse some of those messages that I put in there. But thank you so much for your kind words about my book. It's available on Amazon, guys. The link is in every description of all my videos, by the way. But to address like your main concern. So I know that was a lot, and I'm talking kind of fast. I'm sorry. That's just how I am. I'm very anxious. But so she went through a lot and decided that the best solution at the time was for her to cut her hair, and now it's a year later and she's feeling like she wants to reattach them, but she doesn't know what she should do. So when people tell me this, I feel like deep down I kind of feel like they shouldn't reattach them, although I feel like that's something that you should decide. So I'll tell you, yeah, reattach them, because when you reattach them, that's when you'll see, you know what, I shouldn't have reattached them. So like it's all your decision. So I advise her to reattach them if she wants to, and clearly she wants to, so reattach them. And worst case scenario, you just have to cut them back off again if you don't want them. So that's what I personally feel. If you want to reattach your locks, then reattach your locks. I mean, it may be expensive, but you know, so is life. It's just an energy exchange. I don't look at money like, you know, like a lack of it anymore. My mentality on money shifted a lot, and once that happened, a lot of changes happened in my life. But anyway, yeah, so if you feel like you want to reattach your locks, then reattach them. And I feel like very often, not all the time, but very often, people realize, you know, this wasn't a good idea, and I'm gonna take them back off and I'm gonna grow out a new set of locks. A lot of people do that, although a lot of people also do end up keeping their locks that they reattach. So either way, I see it as a win-win if you decide to reattach them. If you reattach them and you decide you love them over again and you want to keep them, great, that's a win situation. But if you reattach them and you decide, you know what, you know, and you decide cutting them off was the right idea, you know what, you reattaching them was just the catalyst to help you realize that you made the right choice. So either way, it's a win-win. I recommend that you attach them back if that's what you want. If you're like unsure, uncertain, reattach them, and then you'll see for sure once they're reattached if that was the right idea or not. Yeah, and I pretty much said that to her in a lot less words. What are all of your thoughts on reattaching locks? I know some people are just completely against cutting them off in the first place, but obviously it's up to you. It's your life, it's your hair, it's your choice, how you decide to present yourself and what you decide to do with your body at the end of the day. So if you decide to cut your locks off, cool. And do you save them, or have you saved them? Everyone, like, yeah, I'm trying to prompt some comments. So if you have cut them off, did you save them? If you cut them off and you got rid of them, did you regret it? I think everyone who I know who has cut their locks off, they save them. The times when I've like trimmed my locks, I don't save them. I don't save the bits and pieces. I throw them out. Yeah, I don't, I mean, but I guess that's different. If I cut them all off, would I throw them all out? I don't know. I'll probably save them too. But I don't think I would save them with the intention of reconnecting. But I can't speak on that since I'm not in that situation. I really can't imagine me cutting them off and then regrowing them. I just feel like I cut them off because that journey was over and I'm ready to restart another journey. She mentioned in her email that like a lot of people would question her, why did you cut your locks? And she just said that she would just be silent because she didn't want to explain. But I feel like that kind of goes without saying. Like, when people cut their locks off, I don't ask questions. As a matter of fact, when people cut their hair, period, I don't ask questions because I feel like that's personal. But I know most people don't look at hair the same way I look at hair. So I just assume it's personal. I mean, unless it's like a close friend and I'm gonna get all in your business because I'm your close friend and I can get all in your business. But like, I'm not gonna ask you like, oh, why'd you cut your hair? Obviously because you wanted to, and that's enough information for me. Like, I don't need to know what prompted that decision, like what, because it's usually when women in particular make like a major hair change, it's usually something dramatic. So like, yeah, I'm just mind my business, you know, and eat my food and let you do what you want to do with your hair. And people, like, for instance, say you have a loved one who has done something dramatic to their hair, like cut them off, like cut their locks off, or maybe they had long hair and they shaved it or anything. Just, could you just be supportive? Like, just be supportive. I remember when I was transitioning from relaxed to natural, and like a lot of my friends were like, Keisha, why would you cut off your hair? Your hair was so long and pretty. Why would you cut it off? That's not what anybody wants to hear when they just cut their hair off. Like, don't ask me that. Like, maybe it's just me, but I don't want you to ask me. Like, I just want you to say, wow, it looks good. Or if it doesn't look good, then don't say anything. Like, that's fine. That's fine. But don't like shame me for wanting to do something different to myself. Like, okay, I think I'm rambling enough. That's what happens when I make videos like this that are like more informal and not planned out, but it's okay. Okay, I'm Gracie. I need to bathe. Thank you so much for watching. Love, light, and locks. Check out KeishaCharmaine.com. So by the time this video goes out, my cheetah print wraps won't be available yet, but give it a week. Give it a week. But you can still shop. And you know, we have restocked the growth oils and the infinity head wrap, so you can shop till you drop. And follow me on Instagram if you don't already, at Keisha Charmaine. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you have by now. Hit the bell for some notifications sent to your phone, and that's it. All right. Love, light, locks.